Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to be clear about what we just heard a few minutes ago from Ms. Crockett from Texas, that we are doing a bill on some, quote, random dead person. This person was a vibrant soul, had a life, was pursuing a degree. She's not some random dead person, but she's a symptom of a larger problem, which you guys have ignored for years, which is that we're going to import and fling open the gates of our southern border and allow these individuals to come into this country, that we're not going to vet them, that we're not going to ascertain about where they land, and that we're not even going to follow up. The gentlelady from Wyoming introduced into the record a Homeland Security report. There's a Health and Human Services report about all of the systemic failures of the last administration. And the flippant and, quite frankly, callous response by the gentlelady from Texas is that she's just some random dead girl. Now, she just walked out of the room, so I guess she didn't want to hear this. But her mother, if you want to talk to her mother, which I encourage you to do so that you understand who she was, here's a quote from her mother that she was texting with me. Kayla talked a mile a minute like a hummingbird. She loved animals, especially her cat Oreo. She cared about the homeless. She loved her mommy. She treasured her family and friends. She loved God and loved going to church. She loved her birthday and Christmas. She loved the beach and the pool and swimming. Her voice and laugh carried across the room, even when the room was quiet. She loved music and loved to have fun. She lived every day to the fullest, and boy, did that girl love to sleep. And I can go on and on. This was a young lady who was pursuing a degree as a veterinarian. She wanted to help people. She wanted to live her life. She wasn't some random dead person that we just plucked out of a hat. She is a symptom of a larger problem that you have ignored. We had a field hearing, my first term in Congress. Not a single damn Democrat showed up to look at the open border lawlessness caused by this administration. So while you sit here quietly for the last 4 years when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris allowed and tacitly sanctioned the trafficking of hundreds of thousands of children across the border, I think it's pretty dang shameful. You said nothing while young girls and boys were raped and otherwise abused by their smugglers and traffickers. You didn't even raise a finger to help when the New York Times, of all places, not really a bastion of conservatism, exposed the labor trafficking of unaccompanied minor children. There were no consequences to the actions of the last administration, and you just buried your heads in the sand. So Kayla Hamilton wasn't a random dead person. She was one of many people who have been victimized by the lawless border problems created by the last administration, and you refuse to acknowledge it, and that's shameful. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.